My South African friends, how are you? How things are going on there in South Africa? Now foreigners are leaving South Africa. How many jobs did you create? Because you said foreigners are taking your job. Then we just saw people from Malawi leaving the country, going back home. We've seen people from Congo going back home. We've seen Ghanaians going back home. We've seen a couple of Nigerians as well going back home. Now let's just make the point. How many jobs did you create in South Africa right now? I told you foreigners, when they come to South Africa, they are self-employed. They just create their own survival conditions by starting their own business. They are not taking your job. They are starting their own businesses. Because you see, we've all been in South Africa. We know how difficult it is in South Africa, even though you graduate in the South African universities. But when you go out there looking for jobs, I'm not talking about working in a restaurant or whatever. I'm talking about corporate jobs, working in corporate environments, sustainable jobs. When you go there, attending interviews out there, they will tell you, we've got a job for you. Unfortunately, you are not citizen, because this job is for citizen only. We all faced those challenges of not being citizen in South Africa. But at the same times, the March and March movement is telling us we are the ones taking the jobs. So which jobs are we taking? We are creating our own, we are starting our own businesses. Most of foreigners, they are self-employed. And even though they get employed somewhere, they are doing some small jobs like security guard, waiter, or whatever kind of job you might think, but it's not like a sustainable job which you guys should fight for. You guys should fight for good positions in big companies. You guys are fighting for crumbs while white people are busy taking the good job. And I've seen Jacinta saying, white people, they don't take black people jobs. It's easy for a white foreign national to come to South Africa, even if he came with a tourist visa. It's easy for him to get a job, like a good job in corporate environment. It's easy, but it's not easy for a black foreign national to get a good job in South Africa. So those jobs white foreign nationals are taking in South Africa, those are the jobs you should claim for, because those are high paid jobs. Those are the jobs you guys should look for, not working in a restaurant. You've been fighting for years just for crumbs, just to work in a restaurant. Come on, man. You can't tell me that you had that big fight, that outstanding fight against the apartheid regime just to work for restaurant or to sell vegetables in the street. That's not what Mandela stood for. You worked hard, like you fought well, so that you can have the economy of your country on hands. You guys should fight for the freedom, for the economy freedom. That's why I said the smartest politician in South Africa is Julius Malema. 90% of our land is owned by white people. We should claim for our land first before talking about politics. That's why Julius Malema started the economy freedom fighter movement. And I think for South Africans, for a smart person, they should all be part of this movement, because that's the only political movement that can give you freedom in your country by getting back your land without compensation. That's what Malema said. I think that's the good fight you guys should get yourself involved, not the March and March movement, fighting your fellow Africans, those ones who stood aside like with you fighting the apartheid regime. We all sent money to South Africa back in the days when we were kids. We didn't put boots on the ground in South Africa to fight straight on the front line. Understand that. But the money we've been sending to South Africa was a very big contribution, a financial contribution for the fight against apartheid. But today, you guys are just taking us for for foreigners, because I've seen Ngizwe, it was Ngizwe, telling a German white girl that she's part of you. Like, are you part of us? You've been staying here for like 10 years. Are you part of us now? But your fellow African brother who were born in South Africa, you tell him to go back home. The Tsonga or the Mashangani from Mozambique, they've got their brothers in South Africa, and he was born in South Africa as well, and you tell that person to go back home while you're smiling with a German girl, telling her she's part of you because she's been staying in South Africa for 10 years. And she told you, no, I'm not staying in South Africa, I'm staying in Cape, because for them Cape Town is not part of South Africa. You see?